Match number 3 at ASG, number 1 all out. We got Steve Loiselle from Theriean Jiu-Jitsu taking on Abdirashid Jama from Neak. Both of these competitors are 160 pounds in the blue belt division. Both of them are very experienced blue belts. Steve has been a blue belt, a very competitive blue belt for about 5 or so years now. So we're in for a really good matchup. Steve actually owns his own gym as well. Abdirashid pulling guard. Steve just shaking him off, now working into looking to pass in an open guard. He's got one hand on the lapel, which I would like to see him move actually to the knees. Yeah, there you go. Grab your both grips on your knees. Now, Abdirashid is doing some really nice inversion here. Looks like he's getting a leg. Looks like he was trying to go for a bolo there, but now he's in a half guard. Switching going right for like omoplatas. He's hunting for submissions. Steve, grabbing that high collar. It's tough to do when you're in someone's guard, grabbing that collar. You're really exposing yourself. Now Steve working his own half guard. Steve wants to get himself an underhook here. It's going to be tough for him to get a good sweep if he's just got his hand in his lapel, it looks like. Abdirashid getting past that guard really easily. Getting into knee on belly. Well, looks like he's trying to transition. Steve did a really good job in re-guarding. Abdirashid again, just is really tall and lanky. Oh, look, he's grabbing a Kimura right away. He's got a Kimura from the guard. And this is a tough position for Steve. He's got to put a lot of weight onto Abdirashid. He's got to stack him. He's got to keep that arm tight. Abdirashid's got his foot in there, and he's going to use all of his weight to pull out. This is very tough for Steve. Very tough position. Oh, Abdirashid switching to an armbar, and Steve getting out. Beautiful. That was awesome. But Abdirashid right away, moving back to pass, attacking arms and legs. This is amazing. Steve now getting back on top. Lots of transitions here. Steve trying to put a lot of pressure on Abdirashid. Abdirashid getting back into full guard. Steve's got to be careful where he puts his hands, though. You see, he was putting them on the mat a bit. They're being very quick with their transitions, but full guard from Abdirashid. It looks like he's got his hand in his lapel too. So he's transitioned to butterfly guard. To see what he's working for here. Oh, Steve going for a guillotine here. I think he's got his lapel in. Steve should try and finish that pass. Oh, Abdirashid transition, gets on top. Now Steve working butterfly. One butterfly hook. Nice. Great sweep here. Coming up on top, Steve. He's got a nice knee slice position. He's working on an X choke. Yeah. Steve should have worried about finishing that pass before worrying about that X choke here. It got him swept, and now he's back on the bottom. Abdirashid always switching his hips when he's in half guard. He's not a type of guy to go for a knee slice. It looks like he's getting into that half guard. He's immediately switching his hips. He got a Kimura position last time on Steve, and he's looking to open up his knees and slide through. In a half guard again, Steve working a knee shield. Abdirashid just standing up, wants nothing to deal with that knee shield, and switches his hips again. Opens that guard. He's getting past, yeah, and into side control. None of them are really sitting down on their positions though. They're transitioning a lot. They're spending a lot of energy in these transitions. So it's a battle of attrition, I guess you could say. Steve again, back into half guard. I'd like to see him do a little bit more with his hooks and his underhook right now. Abdirashid looking to set up a guillotine, but he's also using it to pass. That's really nice. So he's faking with a submission, working to pass, getting a better position. Here he can go for a guillotine, a darce. It looks like he's setting into a Peruvian necktie. Yeah, and he got the submission. Yeah, he got the submission. Peruvian necktie. Beautiful matchup here. Lots of transitions, lots of back and forth, and none of them, they're not even sweating too hard. They don't look like they're too tired, even though there was a lot of transitions. That's an exhausting match. But Abdirashid did a really good job. He set up, a fake guillotine, used it to pass the guard, And then Steve went to 4 points, and Abdirashid set up a Peruvian necktie, which you typically see in a no-gi matchup, but Abdirashid did a really good job there. We're going to get the official decision. Came at 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
Abdirashid Jama from Neak.